lieu of all the craziness that exists, I want to propose to you this question. Is there not a cause? Is there not a reason for the people of God to take action in the midst of this? Because no matter what condition we're in, God is with us. He said, in this world you will have tribulations, but be of good cheer. That's what Jesus said. Hell itself will not be able to prevail against the church. That's the good news, people. What we need to understand, that what is my role now that this intimidating evil force that's working against our society and even making imposition upon the church. We got to see that that's a Goliath in our society. These evils of the devil himself shall be overcome. So I paint that picture because we don't have the kind of war and battle with the Goliaths physically anymore, but our battles are more of the evil bigotry and hatred and that is going on even in our own community, to the point that there need to be a hero that will raise the question, is there not a cause? He was an humble young man, but yet he had a strong faith and a strong reliance upon God. I come to tell you that if we're going to make a difference in our society and we're going to act on the causes of importance, we must come with that same kind of faith. He didn't seek permission to go to the battle. He didn't look and pick fights that he could go and attend. David was within the confines of his father's direction. Told the church this morning, if you really want to be blessed by God, learn to obey your parents. It's a blessing. And I know we generically want to make folk think that our children obey us, but you can't prove that by me. We're falling in our society, and most of the time our culture are being deteriorated simply because children have not learned to obey their parents. What do God require of each of us? According to the scripture, he says, do justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with our God. It seems like a very simple requirement, but it's not that easy. If you have been invaded by the Goliaths of injustice and invaded by the disharmony and dysfunctionality of families, we need a hero. Have not evil set itself up to our children are now struggling to get through school, and sometimes don't make it because they quit, because they don't even know how to study. But we keep passing money and creating ideas. It's time for a hero. All we have to do is make up in our mind that we're going to use the power of God, the knowledge of God to make a difference. David put on the armor. He said, wait a minute, something ain't right here. I ain't used to this kind of stuff. I can't use this. I don't know what you're trying to do, but I got to take off this conformity. I'm used to a slingshot. I'm used to a rock and a stone. And if I use what God gave me, I can overcome this Goliath. Yeah. Everybody in the house of God, if you use what God gave you. We can defeat some of these giants. Say, David pull off the armor, threw down the shield, took off the helmet, picked up 5 stones. He only needed 1 because his faith was in God. Read up. This is the old way. This is how a slingshot used to work back in the day. Amen. Reached the throne, struck Goliath, down he fell, cut off his head, left his body for the beast to eat. Say, won't God do it?